Back now on EA Sports at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. We're in the first quarter of play, and it's the Eagles in control of the football. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah,
that?
yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah,
Good job,
I think
Stevie.
this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And on the ground they go with a
Good job. Look at that mighty mouth.
The first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here,
man.
because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor.
Oh, goddamn. Wow.
Almost able to intercept it.
Wow.
That's one he would have liked
Come
to have held on to
Tyrod.
Instead,
Gee, Nettie.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Get him out of there. Get him out of there. He's got bruised fucking ribs. Get him out of there.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Open man right side is Shark.
Josh Shark.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now,
oh, God.
Look to throw.
Damn it.
Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
God, blitz. We didn't see it. We didn't see it. We didn't see it.
They
We
were
didn't
able
see
to
it.
win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
That's what happens when you don't have the personnel, man. Let's look at this. Let me show you. Let me show you the difference, man. When you just don't have the personnel. Watch this guy run this route. Look how slow he's running it. Look. I mean, what's he doing, man? That ain't gonna work. I see this guy here, man, but they just baiting you into trying to throw that, because that guy's essentially guarding 2 guys back there.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Over the middle.
Good job, Shark.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Here's Taylor.
Oh,
and it's incomplete.
Okay, all right.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Out of the gun, it's Taylor.
Oh, God damn it. Tyrod fucking Taylor.
Captain is batting down the hatches time defensively.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
What the fuck, man? This guy's fucking wide open. Oh, what? What kind of fucking throw is that? Oh, god damn.
I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
A try here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, it's Jones. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go. Green.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Oh, go.
Picked off at the 33.
Good job. Good job, young Riley.
Defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Good job, young Riley.
Like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Good job, young Riley.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that.
Good job. Good job, DD, the run. Good job. Good job, DD. Young rookie.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
you're in peril.
You're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
Good job,
And
defense.
nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down.
Good job, McGee.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this
Good job.
is going to be incomplete.
Started to look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you...
All right, guys. Hey, we got revolving quarterbacks. That's what we got. Come on, Josh. Give me a couple series. See what you got. Give me a couple series. Give me a couple series.
Piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty
See
well.
what you got.
He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping.
Dang, Conley dropped the ball. That's almost unheard of. Conley dropping the ball.
Open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Allen throwing on second down.
Oh, wow.
This is incomplete.
Wow. Oh, boy.
Down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively,
Oh, boy.
you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the ejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
No, all right. Be careful. There's 4 guys over there.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
Wow. Got hit.
So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact.
That was bad. There was 4 guys over there.
Adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first
God
time
damn
this
it.
afternoon. Now,
Of course. All right. No problem. Let's put it on. Hey, look. That's the second one. Let's put it. These cheating motherfuckers, man. God damn it. They just cheat.
Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go.
They just fucking cheat, man.
Now, however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get
Fucking
to the
just run the
football so
ball.
they don't
I mean,
pick
run
up
your
the
quarterback,
football.
because this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna cheat you.
Gets set to go here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because
I mean, they're just gonna cheat you.
Position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position.
I mean, they are just gonna cheat you. Let's get the replay up. And blocked. Bullshit.
Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
This is just bullshit, man.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a first down carry by
Oh,
Jones.
look at this shit here. Look, holding, bring that shit. God, look at this shit here. Wow.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
I mean, god
That's
damn.
a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about
I mean, this is what happens, man. This is what they do. This is the world in which we live.
That up again, don't they?
Here we go now. 319. 319.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there
Job, Jordan.
turned the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, got
Looking
him.
for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked off at the 21.
Let's go.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback
Oh,
into the
damn.
throw
He didn't get
and
both
made it
feet
pay
in.
off.
Damn it.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
He didn't get both feet in. Just run the play.
Detroit.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 14-0 is our score. We're back to Santa Clara after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And they'll run it here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, here we go.
And they'll
Good
go
job.
on the ground.
That's a good run.
He's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Metcalf, you
3
damn
yards there,
fumbled.
Good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a pretty move, couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Now let's go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Now Allen.
God damn
It's
it.
coming, and down he goes.
Oh, boy. All right.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
That guy's too slow, man.
The Eagles send out their punter
gotta
now.
cheat too.
And
It's
remember, he
cheating
had his
rats.
first punt blocked. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, god damn. Oh, my God. Guys, how do you leave this guy wide open in the middle? Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Oh. Why did you... Oh, well. I mean, what are you going to do? Okay, so, guy, I mean, you know that's what they're going to do. You know that's what they're going to do.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, good job. Good job, Thumper.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where...
winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48.
Good job, Hines.
9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw
He scores 30 points every game. Wow.
Because sometimes you get out of your
Like
gap,
Michael Jordan, averaging 30 points a game.
Because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's Allen.
Well, I tell you, that boy catches. That boy will catch the ball.
And he's got this
He'll catch it.
down to the 35.
Gomer Pyle will
That
catch
one
it.
goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Gomer Pyle will catch it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
This guy can't block. Oh, shit.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
I see you, Hines. I see you.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they'll run it here.
Good job, Kung Fu China, sir.
13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And his first carry.
Oh my God, this guy fucking.
But I believe it was covered
Oh
by
my
an
God,
Eagle.
what was that? You know what? Blow the whistle. These cheating brats. I mean, everything they can do to cheat, man. That's what they're gonna do. Everything they're gonna do to cheat, they're gonna try it. I mean, everything they can do.
And now they'll throw with Allen, eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Cheating rats.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
This little Mighty Mouse boy gives us balls. That guy runs hard. Hey, baby, let's call the Coach Riley play. Ain't no need of messing around with it. Call the Coach Riley play.
It's a quarterback sneak.
Call the Coach Riley play. Don't even mess around with it.
Josh Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Sideline throw is complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. He's going to let this one go. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Ryan Succop on for the point after. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
All right. Let's get the half. Let's just get the half.
Kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's get to the half. Let's get to the half.
And they'll go on the ground. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 3-19.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
All right.
It's a
9-yard
gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And as they approach halftime, it's the Redskins who have the lead in that one. The Redskins trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we stay in the AFC East. We head to Buffalo to see what's happening with the Bills. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. 27-13 was the final. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Saquon Barkley, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Right, so
the
the
Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. Right? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Set, 3-19.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
First down, right?
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
To the air, Allen. And an Allen to run. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Not sure I agree with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check it to a throw the next time.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. Green.
On play action, Allen. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, boy.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them. Pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Oh, boy.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set. Blue 90.
Back to throw here.
Good job.
No pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game. And
He's going to punt 90 yards.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Allen gonna throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
God damn, boy, we just don't have a quarterback. We just don't have one. We just don't have one. If you got 4, you don't have any. If you got 4, you don't have any.
Now they work their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll run it with Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled
Oh,
down
boy.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Damn it.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, everybody in the house had to figure that was going to be a 1-yard plunge. I know I was fooled. How about you?
Absolutely. Had to readjust my eyes when it was a play fake. Good job defensively, though, to not bite.
Too bad that didn't end the series. They still have to hold in there.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off. Good job.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan
Yes.
Hicks. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a
That's a
running
big one,
back
Jordan
or a
Hicks.
tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah.
Timeout, man. Goddamn, get this guy out.
Versatility and showing those hands. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett, buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. Wide open receiver, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. And they'll run it here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. Brissett out of the backfield. It's T.J. Yeldon. That one good for 15 and a first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Eagles on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go. What? 9.
To throw, Brissett.
Crosser.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they'll go with the ground attack here. A nice little juke. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Looking to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Adams has it complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now let's go. Green 30.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13.
Good job,
and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. Brissett now. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
The Eagles send out their punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. Correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Green 39. Green.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now let's go. 3-19.
A give to Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Brissett now on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
And they'll run it here. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Just take the penalty and get out of here.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted.